Hello, QI family. I'd say we're back better than ever, but it's just me. So I'm back better than ever with you guys today. Today's video I am super nervous about. I'm also super excited about. So I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary of starting breastfeeding. Also Maya's first birthday as well, this Saturday. And so I just really wanted to make a video to talk about my breastfeeding experience, because I feel like no one can prepare you for this experience. So I'm gonna try to help in a way. I just want to start with a disclaimer that this is my experience. This does not mean that it's going to be your experience completely. You might share parts of it that are similar to me, or you might not experience any of it like I have. Sorry guys, I'm super nervous. But I want to put this out here because if one mom can watch this, or maybe a dad who has a partner that's breastfeeding, if you can watch this and realize that you aren't alone and that it's not just you that it's happening to. Sorry guys, I'm already getting emotional. Then it's worth it. Sharing this isn't going to be easy. And there's a lot of people around me that I love so much, and they have supported me so much. But unfortunately, when you become a mom, there's lots of hormones going through you. Your emotions are all over the place. So maybe I'm more sensitive to the way that someone says something. And I know that they don't mean it that way, but my heart just takes it that way, and I can't help that feeling. So like I said, this is a really difficult video for me. But if I can help any mom, any family, any partnership, then it's so worth it. So let's get into it. First things first, it's okay not to breastfeed. I want to say that just because other moms do it, or because I'm sharing a video of me doing it for a year or whatever. It doesn't matter if you did it. It doesn't matter if you only did it for 2 weeks or 6 months or what have you. Everyone's journey is different. Before I had Maya, I told myself I was gonna breastfeed for a couple of weeks and then I was just gonna pump, and that was it. I didn't want to breastfeed. I was gonna pump so she could have breast milk. I thought, I know that breast milk is super beneficial, but I didn't want to breastfeed. I had Maya. The first couple of weeks are so hard. Your nipples hurt. They are bleeding. They're sore. Every person in the world tells you every hour that your baby is starving. They're so hungry. You have to feed them right now. Newsflash, not true. Yes, babies can cluster feed, and so that means that they might be hungry every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours. They might be hungry an hour and then 2 hours and then back to an hour. But just because your baby is crying does not mean that they're hungry. It could be that they're tired. It could be that they're gassy. It could be they need their diaper changed. Whatever it is, they could be uncomfortable. That was my biggest pet peeve, is every time I got upset, someone would look at me and be like, are you gonna feed her? She's hungry. When was the last time you fed her? For how long did you feed her? And it's just one time she was truly gassy. She shat her britches after I helped her get the gas out, and she just she was farting. She literally had so much gas in her. She wasn't hungry. But the people around me insisted that I needed to feed my baby. Again, disclaimer, I love everyone. I'm so happy for the support. But stuff like that, it's not necessary to put that much pressure on a new mom who's just trying to do the best that they can for their baby. So first tip, going right here, tip. Breast milk is a natural healer. So moms out there, when your nipples are bleeding, sore, scabbed, whatever, take a shower, soap and water, just like any wound, wash it. After your shower, just like hand express some breast milk, and it will actually heal your nipples, okay? They did not tell me this in the hospital, and they actually told me it at my check-in appointment at like 1 week. She was like, oh, just use breast milk, it heals stuff. Would have been great to know from day one, because literally I think it was like 2 days into doing that method, my nipples healed. So use breast milk, take a shower, wash the wound, and then use breast milk like you would like Neosporin or anything. Like just like express it, let it sit on there, and just keep doing that. Like after you pump or feed or whatever, just like leave it on there, don't wipe it off, and it'll heal it. So I hope that helps you. Mwah. Next thing I want to go into. Again, like I said, I did not plan on breastfeeding Maya. I did for a little bit. I planned on giving her breast milk, and I would just change my mind. Like my goal after I had her was a month. Then it was 4. Then it was 6. Then it was until she got teeth. Well, guess what? She's almost on her first birthday and just starting to get her first couple of teeth. I don't know if that's a God thing. I don't know if, I kind of, after I passed that 8 month, 9 month, I was like, well, maybe I'll just go for a year. Like that's like a nice bow, 1 year, and then I'll be done. And here we are. She's coming up on her first birthday. So I'm going to get emotional. And she's getting her first teeth, which I kind of feel like is God's way of telling me that you did it for a year. Now she's getting teeth, and now you can be done. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to cry during this video. It's just kind of hard. So yeah, so here we go. I'm going to make my milestone, and it's going to be a year. And I think that's a solid amount of time, guys. Any amount of time is a solid amount of time. Like I said, my goals changed throughout my breastfeeding journey. Next thing I want to go over. I had so many people ask me constantly how long I was feeding Maya for, how many ounces I was pumping each time, how often was I pumping, how often was I feeding Maya, if I felt like I needed a supplement with formula. Guys, the only person in this world that should be asking you that question, any of those questions at all, is your doctor. Flat out. Like I said, love all my supporters out there. We've been incredibly blessed with the best people. The only person that question matters from is your doctor. And guess what? Every time we took Maya to the doctor, she weighed great. There was one time that she was a little underweight. The doctor was not concerned about my breast milk though. Like he said, it's not enough to be worrisome. She eats great. She's just a little bit low on the weight, but like nothing concerning. Not once did he bring up adding formula. Like not once did he care. Like you know what I mean? Like if it's really cause for concern, your doctor will ask those questions. So if you're hearing those from friends, family, whoever it is, I really just don't want you to take it personally. I took it so personally. I, even to this day, stress about how much I pumped. If it's 2 ounces, if it's 3 ounces, if it's 4 ounces, if I'm pumping every 3 hours, if I'm not pumping every 3 hours, like whatever it is, I stress so much about it. And I don't need to. Like, how awful is that? I do not need to stress about it. Stress is the number one thing that is going to deplete your breast milk supply. So don't stress about it. Fathers, boyfriends, partners, family, whoever you are, don't ask. Like, it's none of your business. If the doctor is concerned, the doctor will say something to them. Like, please, just be supportive. Just say, good job. I'm so happy you're doing this. How are you feeling? Like, those are questions you can ask that are helpful. So there's that. Again, usually I'm not super offended by stuff. Becoming a new mom, breastfeeding, you're super vulnerable and you're not really sure what's going on. Those questions hurt really bad and it makes you really sensitive. So it's not fun. If you are a working person planning on breastfeeding and pumping, Oli Gray Nursing Bra. $70, I'm sorry about it. But best investment ever. I have had mine since October. I still use it. I'm going to continue to use it until I'm officially weaned off and all that. It's high quality. You can pump, you can nurse, you don't have to switch your bra out. It's super comfortable to wear. So if you plan on breastfeeding or pumping, must get. I'm sorry, at $70, you've got to get it. That's what I got for you. Also, pumps. So I started with the Even Flow pump. I thought it was pretty good. It was kind of complicated to use though. There's lots of parts that come with that pump. So I ended up ordering the Spectra 2, I think. It's the pink Spectra. So I guess it's super hot in my car. Way better pump. So a pump that one times for you. Huge, huge thing, especially when you have a newborn. I would lose track of how long I'd pump for so often. So the Spectra keeps track of how much time. It has 2 settings, one to help you let down your breast milk, the other to help extract the breast milk. Also super helpful. It's got less parts, so you don't have to like wash as much stuff. Yeah, it's just super convenient. So yeah, just pumps in general, that's what I would go with. Breast milk bags though, on the contrary, Even Flow every single time. It doesn't have that latexy feel to it. The bags are like super sturdy, so they can like stand up, so you can like hold it and like actually like set the bag down and it will stand on its own. Always be cautious with that part though. So yeah, Even Flow breast milk bags, I 100% recommend. I loved them. They're easy to ride on. Like I said, they're not like latexy or anything like that. So highly recommend those. Yeah, and so, you know, throughout my year, I mean, I've breastfed Maya in restaurants and cars, and I mean, we've traveled. I worked at other locations and like been able to coordinate having a pumping space. Washington, breastfeeding and pumping is your right. So, I mean, there's certain regulations that workplaces have to follow. So stand up for yourself. If you feel like a room's not adequate enough or it doesn't follow the guidelines, say something. If you are having to travel for work and you're going to need a pumping space, say something. It's not embarrassing. It's not awkward. Like, just say, hey, I'm happy to help here, but I'm a breastfeeding mom. I need a space to pump that's not a bathroom. That's it. That's all you got to say, guys. Like, don't be shy about it. I know like everyone's not that kind of person. Just say, oh, well, this is what I need, so do it. But it's for your baby. Don't be ashamed of that at all. I mean, I just want to make this video to conclude that I'm about to be breastfeeding Maya for a whole year. And it's crazy to think that like my breaks and lunches aren't going to be dedicated to pumping, washing my pumping stuff, worrying about how much milk I'm producing, if it's enough for Maya, if I'm going to have enough to last, you know, as long as she needs it. I'm going to have my breaks and my lunches back. And that's like super great. I'm super happy to have that. But on the other side, it is just a little bit hard. Sorry guys. It's a little bit hard to imagine that she's not going to need me for that anymore. There's just so much stress put on it. And I'm so excited for that relief, like that I don't have to do it. But again, like trying to turn off those thoughts of like, she's getting enough milk, you know? And it's not for me, it's just getting enough. And that's, you know, she doesn't need me for that anymore. It's really hard. And it's just been this crazy, amazing journey. And I'm so, sorry guys. I'm so happy that I did it. But there's also times that I was so mad. Like even the other night I was like, I don't want to wake up to feed you. Like I just want to sleep. Like that's all I want to do. And so there's those moments. I mean, there's those, I don't want to say that I enjoyed every single moment, but like there were those moments where I went to get my hair done and it took a little bit longer than I thought. And I just sat there and stressed like, oh my gosh, my baby, my baby, my baby. And, so you don't get to like relax. You don't get to have long things. Like it's every 3 hours. So if you're a partner, or if you're going to be a mom, set clocks every 3 hours, 24/7. just to help train yourself. Dads and, you know, partners, do it too. I mean, you need to know what your partner's going to be going through. That's been a great year, and I'm so happy that I stuck through it and that I did do a year. I'm ready to be done. Sadly. See, I could cry about it. Why am I crying about it? It's okay to be done, because I'm still going to take care of Maya. It's just going to be in a different way. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm still going to take care of her and love her and play with her, and just because I'm not breastfeeding her does not mean that I'm not taking care of my baby. So, I'm sorry to end this kind of on a somber note. I am super happy to be done. I'm super sad that I kind of am feeling like I'm not going to be taking care of Maya, because I am still going to be taking care of my baby. It's just in a different way. So I love you all. If you're a new mom, reach out to me. I'm happy to chat with new moms and help you out. I'm not a pro by any means, but I'm happy to be a listening ear. Partners, family, support people, please just be there for your mom. Don't ask her how long or how much or how often. Just be there. Just ask them how they're doing. Ask them how you can help. Wash their pumping stuff every time. Wash it. It takes you 10 minutes. It gives her 10 minutes back that she's already given up because she already probably was pumping or feeding or whatever. Give her that time back. Just wash it. Just those little things. It's just so important. If she spills milk, hold her. Tell her it's going to be okay. Tell her it's okay. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Q family. Thank you so much for watching. We love you all, and we will see you next week when it's Maya's first birthday. Love you guys. Peace.